chain drug review and mass market retailers video forum. Brought to you by the Emerson Group.
Hello everyone, I'm Jeffrey Wolt, Editor-in-Chief of Retail Media IQ. Welcome to a special edition of our video forum. We're here at the Future of Commerce event in Boston, and we're talking with some of the leaders of CVS. Today we're thrilled to have Michele Driscoll, Vice President of Pricing, Promotions, and Personalization. Michele, great to see you.
Yes, great to see you, Jeff.
Maybe you could begin by talking about the evolution of CVS promotional strategy.
Yeah, happy to. Promotions are super important to CVS, and it's really about how we can be compelling and exciting and really be that draw for our customers at CVS. And so when I think about the evolution of promotion, I think about it kind of in three layers. The first layer is all about our yellow tag specials, for lack of a better way to explain it. I'm sure you've seen some of them in our stores, and of course, they're also online. And when I think about the evolution of those, we really try to make sure that we're advertising products that consumers want at compelling values, and they're really kind of ubiquitous in our stores. One of the things that we introduced last year was our concept of extra big deals. So that's one of our latest innovations in that space. We're supporting it with end caps, and what we're really trying to do is put forward some exceptional value to our consumers, week in, week out on the brands that they love. The second thing that we're really focused on, Jeff, is continuing to evolve our personalization capabilities. So as you may recall, we have done a lot in this space using ExtraCare to really ensure that we are relevant to consumers. And so a lot of that comes in the form of personalized coupons. You can find them in our app, which of course we love. We still offer receipts, although a little shorter maybe than they used to be, because there are customers out there who still want paper, and we still communicate in direct mail, email, SMS, push. So with personalization, it's really about being relevant with the products that we offer, and then meeting customers where they are. And we continue to evolve that. We have an offer engine that helps us with our personalization algorithms, so really great progress there. And then the third thing I'll talk about is our rewards and loyalty and rewards program. And so ExtraCare and ExtraCare Plus. So I think ExtraCare has been around for over 20 years. It's kind of the backbone with the base rewards of 2% back and free shipping from CVS.com, same day delivery. The other thing that innovated recently is we launched a program called CarePass 5 years ago. We just relaunched it as ExtraCare Plus within the last 8 to 12 months. And I think that in and of itself has really helped tie those two brands together, really emphasize the fact that ExtraCare Plus is that plus up membership that gives customers promo rewards and some other benefits. So, really continuing to push the needle there.
When Musab Babaleh, the chief merchant at CVS, spoke this morning, he said that you're tweaking the promotional strategy just a little bit to, I guess, weed out the less productive ones, yes?
Yeah. So, promotion is always evolving. And I think one of the things he talked about was just the reliance and dependency we have on promotion. But what I see when I talk to consumers is there are some customers who really love the deals, and then there are others who find them a bit complicated. So we're working in three areas to really kind of evolve our promotional strategy. One is really about simplifying both the structure and the way we communicate the deals to make them just easier and simpler for people to understand and shop. Another thing we're doing is really working, and this is what Musab talked about, on our promotional algorithms. Some of that's in the coupons, but it's also in the promotions themselves. As we go down this path towards localization, it's really about really trying to kind of make sure that those promotions are relevant to the consumers that are in those stores, and that includes the signing as well. And then the third thing we're trying to evolve is really around our marketing communications. So we work really closely with Aaron Condon's team on how those promotions get elevated, and whether that's extra big deals through performance marketing and affiliate and partnering with our CVS CMX, CVS Media Network. That has become a really important place for brands to play with us as well.
You mentioned the consumer. The economy is still very unsettled, I think, and people are nervous. Inflation, while it's down, is still sort of around. How is that affecting your thinking about your promotional strategy?
Yeah, we're actually thinking about it quite a lot, Jeff. I mean, the consumer uncertainty is really something that is just there. It's right in front of us, right? I think inflation is top of mind. We're starting to see it come through. The tariffs are constantly in the news. You can't miss that as a consumer. And I think there's a lot of fear of rising prices. And at the same time, customers are going to be really focused on getting the best deal that they possibly can. So value is paramount for us. And I think in addition to looking at our extra big deals, we're also looking at those promotions that can really work harder for us. And so what I say to my team and to the merchants is, you have a couple of guiding principles that we're really doubling down on. One is to make sure that it's compelling to everybody. So, there's a lot of complexity. There's a lot of great deals out there. Some of them you have to work really hard to find them. And those are great and those are fun for the deal seekers, but there's also customers who are in our stores who just want great value. So we're working towards simplifying some of those offers and making them pop a bit more, certainly in the routine items that people need on a replenishment basis, week in and week out, whether that's grocery or personal care or those types of things. The second thing we're really focused on is making sure that the value is really clear. So if we're going to put something on promotion, we're going to make sure that the customers see and recognize a value. And for us, that means, while extra bucks are awesome and they're a great, motivator and trip driver, but sometimes price points can work equally hard for us. And so it's really about finding that sweet spot and that balance in how we go to market with the consumer that we're going to continue to amp up and amplify, just to make sure that when somebody walks into CVS and they're looking for something, they feel like they can get it at a value that's right for them.
And value is one of your focal points, as I gather from speaking to you and many of your colleagues. Yes.
Yeah, when we think about value, it's really about that right blend of accessible everyday prices and, the sales and specials and promotions that we offer. And I think, we go to market through both the yellow tag promotions, which is kind of our mass vehicle. They're available in store and online. And then also through all of our personalized coupons. And when we think about personalization, it's really about not only trying to kind of get you into a routine and have you repeat some things you already purchased, but it's also about finding and discovering those affinity products, maybe things that people like you also purchased, and trying to elevate those to our consumers so that they are aware of the full breadth that we offer.
Personalization, of course, is where everyone wants to be, and you're on the road, and you have a head start with ExtraCare, as you pointed out. How much more work is there to do before you get where you want to wind up?
Yeah, I think personalization for us, we've thought about it for a long time as the consumer, and we've done a lot with our offer engine algorithms and personalizing the content that we're doing. Now I'm starting to think, Jeff, about personalizing the store. So you heard Musab talk a little bit earlier about localization and what we're doing with the assortments. And when you start to combine and think about personalizing the store for the consumer, now all of a sudden it's also that blend of not only what the consumer wants, but what we can bring them in their local community. And so as I think about that next frontier, it's really marrying up the products in their local assortment with the way we're kind of looking at the products they want and kind of tackling the customer and store personalization more holistically.
That's a great vision, and it'll be fun to watch you get there. So,
thank you.
Thanks for your time today, Michelle.
All right.
Always good to talk with you.
You too, Jeff.
All right,
Take care.
Take care.